Hey everyone, how's it going? Adam or EposVox here, back with another Elgato Stream Deck tutorial. Today I'm going to flip on over to the desktop in just a moment and show you how to configure the Stream Deck to use with OBS Studio. They have developed a plugin to integrate directly with OBS Studio and get it working. They have a lot of commands. You can switch between sources, switch between scenes, mute your mic. You can do a couple really cool things within OBS straight from their software with a couple easy taps of some keys. And I have been using this in my live streams, which I've been streaming about 3 days a week over at twitch.tv/EposVox, wink wink. I've been using it heavily and it's been a blast. So we're gonna flip on over and I will show you how to set that up.
All right, so here we are going to be tackling how the Elgato Stream Deck integrates with open broadcaster software, specifically OBS Studio. Now they do have a plugin that you will need to extract here. So if I pull up my downloads, I don't have the actual website up yet because again, I am working from a pre-release version. But so Elgato Stream Deck OBS plugin, open it up in your favorite zip archiving program. It is a .dll file, so you just navigate to C, program files, x86, OBS Studio, and then OBS-plugins. Drag it in here, or you can try 32-bit. I'm pretty sure this is only for 64-bit at the moment. I could be wrong on that, but I just drug the DLL in here. Let me check my 32-bit folder. It might be in there as well. Okay, so I drug it into both the 32-bit and the 64-bit folder. I only use 64-bit OBS, so that's why I drag it in there. But you drag it into the version of OBS that you normally use, which it says, if you're using 64-bit, it says at the top. If it doesn't say anything at the top, you're probably using 32-bit. And just drag the DLL in, and then you will need to restart OBS if OBS is currently open when you do this. Otherwise, launch OBS. All right, so I just said that you had to drag and drop a plugin from a zip file into the program files, but that's not actually true. When you install the version of the program now, it will automatically install the plugin to OBS, assuming your OBS installation is in the default directory. If it's not, then you will have to drag and drop the DLL and do some troubleshooting from there. But if it's in the default directory, you're good to go. Okay? Now in the actual Stream Deck software, you have a category section for OBS. You have select scene, toggle microphone, toggle desktop audio, toggle image, and toggle source. So I'm going to drag a couple of these together to make a new OBS folder for the purpose of this tutorial. So I've made a folder. I'm going to call it OBS Tut. So I know to get rid of it later and open up the folder. All right, inside of our folder, you can set up your different OBS customization options. So again, toggle microphone. At the time of recording, which this is about to change, but at the time of recording, this only works with an audio source. So it does not work for the actual audio devices here in the mixer. They are working to fix this. So I can't show you that working, but once they fix it, which will probably be by time the product launches, you just choose an audio device. Currently, it's based on audio sources, which I don't actually use, so it doesn't work. But basically, you choose your audio device, and then when you tap the button, it will change to the mic muted button, which is very handy for quickly muting your microphone in a scene. Again, this does not currently work at this exact moment. I may make an updated tutorial once things permanently finalized and the product launches. For now, there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But we do have plenty of other things to play with, so I'm going to drag them all on here. We have toggle desktop audio, which again is an audio source currently, will be an audio device later. We have toggle image, toggle source, just general source, and then select scene, which you're going to probably need a lot of. So for toggle source, you then need to choose the scene. So you have to be in the correct scene selection and profile. Well, just mainly scene selection. If you change scene selections scene collections while you're editing these, then it'll stop working because it's based on the current set of scenes open at the moment. You can see I have a huge list of scene collections. You may only even be working from one and may not even know how this works. So if so, proceed. So these are my current scenes and sources. So for selecting a scene, I usually have this set up to switch between my starting graphics, my BRB graphics, and things like that. So first toggle, that's a toggle image. For first select scene, I'm going to choose collections, Twitch, scene, starting. And we'll call this start. For the next one, I'll call it BRB. Choose BRB, and you just choose the scene that you want to switch to. It is fairly straightforward. Main webcam, I'll call this webcam, and then gameplay commentary or gameplay face cam. There we go. And now if I press those individual buttons on my physical start pad, you will see it change from start to BRB to webcam, back here, back to start, back to BRB, and so on. And then I don't actually have my gameplay face cam thing set up, so it's not going to show anything. But then you can quickly switch between all the scenes. Whee! Really, really fast, and provides a nice little transition. Of course, you do need to set the default transition if you want it to be something else. So if I set it to fade, it will fade between the scenes. So you got to choose which one you want. It does have to be the default transition, unfortunately. Now, the cool thing is you can still use studio mode in OBS. Like if you need to tinker with your scenes, it will just switch the active scene when you press the button. So you can still have studio mode up. It does not interfere with that, but it does use the order of the transitions when you're in studio mode. Otherwise, it uses the default transition down here. Now, the other toggles, again, currently the microphone and desktop audio, although they are changing that, but then like toggle image is just a toggle source, and then you have a dedicated toggle source. But this is nice for turning something off while you're playing. So for example, I have side monitor face cam. So you can see a side webcam I have over here and my audio recording going on right now. Well, if I set up a toggle source, I can then hide my webcam. So we're on Twitch, scene, we are on side monitor face over. That is the scene that I'm using. And then we can choose a source that we want to hide. So I'm going to choose the C922 webcam. And then if I hit that button, which is this top one here, I guess I should hide cam. And then if I hit the button, it shows that it's disabled by having a darkened image here, which you can, again, customize the icons at your will. Make sure you have the right one selected. And then if I hit the button again, cam, or it's back. And then you can actually change what the title says based on what it's pressed. So right now, I can just say cam on. And then if I hit the button to hide it, I can go over here, click this dot here, and say cam off. And you can change the individual icons for each section as well. So cam off, cam on, cam off, cam on. Oh, I hit it too fast. There we go. You get the idea. Toggle image is just another source option, but it only chooses image sources, which is kind of handy if you're specifically going after that. So if we choose the starting soon scene here and then choose the source, we have two different options. Spawn slides is that. So then if I toggle it, they go away. They come back, they go away. Fairly straightforward. They are going to be adding more features and things like that shortly, but this has made my overall streaming process way better. It makes it much more efficient, and I've gotten a lot of questions asking how I'm so quickly and cleverly switching scenes while I'm also playing a console game, so my mouse or my hand isn't on the mouse, my hand's on the keyboard controller, and then I just walk or reach over and quickly bam, bam, and so on. It's pretty freaking cool. So this is the OBS integration tutorial. I do have tutorials on overall setup process and things like that in the description down below in the playlist, as well as the game capture integration. I will be having a separate video on setting that up with NVIDIA Shadowplay, but I am waiting on an update from Elgato themselves on the software to fully get that working.
Thank you for watching my tutorial on setting up the Elgato Stream Deck with OBS Studio. Again, I have been relying on this heavily, and it is flipping awesome. If you missed my review, check the YouTube card icon above or link in the video description. Down there will also be the playlist with my other tutorials for the Elgato Stream Deck, so be sure to check them out as well. Otherwise, I'm EposVox. Subscribe for more awesome tech videos, and I will see you next time.